Welcome to RichLiveTrade software. How to open the software? RLT equity, first data software we have to open for equity and futures. Once we open this window will appear. Once we click on the start button, we just have to click on the login. Once we click on the login, we have to minimize the data software. For the option trader, we have to open RLT index option. Once we open this, we get this screen. Again, we have to click on start and login. Once we click on the login button, we have to minimize. For the commodity trader, we have to open RLT commodity. Once we open this, we get this window. We have to click on a start button and then we have to click on a login. After that, minimize the screen. After logging the data, we have to click on RichLiveTrade system. Once we open this, we get this screen. On the screen, on your left hand side window, we see the symbols. From here, we can type and search for any symbols, any stocks, whichever we want. Like for example, Kotak Bank. If I type Kotak Bank, or only a starting letters of the particular stock, you will get that stock downside. There are two Kotak Banks. Kotak Bank -1 is futures. If we click on that, you will get the rate of and chart of futures. And if you click on only Kotak Bank, you will get the equity rate and equity chart of Kotak Bank. Similarly, we have to search all the stocks according to this. For the options, we have to type strike price only. For example, for Bank Nifty option, we will type 35,600. You will get 4 scripts downside. CEMN means monthly call option. CEWL means weekly call option. PEMN means put monthly expiry. PEWL means weekly expiry for put. If you click on that, you will get the chart. Similarly, for the Nifty, we just need to type 15,700. We will get the Nifty scripts. On the chart, on the top of the side, you will see the current market rate. If you click on the last candle, we will get the current market rate. If you click on any other candle, so you will get the closing rate of that candle. So always keep a click on last candle to get the live market rate. On the other hand, if you click on any candle, you will get on the top open, high, low and close for that particular candle. If you click on the last candle, you will get the complete description of that candle on the top. Open, high, low, close, the time and date. When we get any trade, it will be first indicated with the help of this upward arrow. Upward arrow means buying trade, downward arrow means selling trade. So while getting the buying trade, we have to wait until the candle closes. When this arrow candle generates, we have to wait until the candle closes and the description of the trade will be given on this window, which is in blue color box. In blue color box, it is written 1778.60 buy at the rate, which is 30 minutes ago. But when the trade is actually coming, that time it would be 0 minutes ago. So if it is 0 minutes ago, we have to wait. And once it will become 5 minutes ago, we can go ahead with the trade. 5 minutes ago means what? The time frame whichever you have selected. Suppose you have selected 5-minute time frame, the trade would be 5-minute time frame trade. If you have selected 15-minute, over here it will come 15 minutes ago after the candle close. Usually we go ahead with the 5-minute time frame for intraday trading. So how to change the time frame? We have to right click on the screen, go to intraday and select the time frame whichever you want. So for example, I have clicked on 5-minute time frame. So you can select any other time frame. You can even select hourly chart. Now when we get this arrow, at that moment we will be waiting for the buying trade. But as soon as the trade confirms, we have to, along with it, we have to confirm three things. First indicator, for confirmation, we have to take in consideration of these two parallel lines. These two lines are called trend line indicator, which will tell you about the overall market trend for Kotak Bank right now. Suppose two parallel line color is green color, it's a clear indication of buying trend of the market. If it is red color, it's a clear indication of selling trend of the market. So it's very clear, while taking any buying trade, we should have buying trend lines in the favor. If we are taking any selling trade, we should have red trend lines in the favor. If we get that surety, one indicator in the support of the trade. Secondly, we have to check the volume bar. Volume bar is downside. This line will tell you about the volume. Green means buyer's volume, red means seller's volume, and wherever we see this grey color, it's a neutral condition of the market. Whenever there is a neutral condition and grey color appears, we should avoid entering to that trade because the market situation will be range bound. Last indicator, circle strategy we have to follow. In the circle strategy, we should have at least minimum 5 circle in green color. There are total 7 circle from inner to outer. So while taking any entry, we should have any of the 5, inner, outer, that doesn't matter. It should be minimum 5 circle in green color while taking a buy trade. And while taking a sell trade, it should be red color. It indicates you about the strength of the market. 5 or more than 5 will be sufficient. If it is mixture of circle or if it is less than 5 circle, it's not acceptable trade. So according to all of this indicator, if we get confirmation of all this indicator all together, we can go ahead with this trade. But sometimes it happens for the trend line indicator, if trend is in direction of straight, chances are there the trend is not clear that time. So if the direction of the trend line is straight in direction, avoid entering to the trade. It will always give you a clear idea. Suppose the two parallel lines are slightly upward direction, that is a bullish zone of the market. If it is slightly downward direction, it's a selling zone of the market. It's a selling trend of the market. Once we confirm all these indicators, we can go ahead with the targets. Usually for the targets, we should prefer, for the safe side exit, we should prefer the second target. But if we want to take a risk, we should see the boxes strategy for the third target or the above. If we see vertical box in green color in the boxes strategy, it is telling us that we can go ahead with the third target also, and more than that also we can hold. But if we see horizontal box green color, horizontal means right hand side horizontal box is green color, so it's a clear indication, get out of the trade or book the profit on first or second target. Similarly, for the selling signal, we should have downward box in red color to get the confirmation that the trade will reach up to the third target. And for the, if it is red color on left hand side box, it is clear indication that it won't reach up to the third target. It will, you have to book the profit on first or second target for short selling. This is the strategy intraday XO. Now we will move on to positional strategy. For the positional traders, first of all, we have to change the time frame to hourly. That we can change, right click on the screen, go to intraday and hourly. You can change the time frame from here as well. To change the time frame, to change the chart, suppose we want to along with the Kotak Bank we want to put any other chart, we have to click on plus sign on the top. Once we click, we have to open RLT default chart. Once we open this, you can put any other chart over here. For example, we will put PNB. If we put PNB, we will talk about PNB hourly chart for positional. For positional trading, we have to click on positional sheet downside. On the extreme right hand side, we will see two rounds, which is plus and minus. These are zoom in and zoom out buttons. You can zoom in the screen and zoom out the screen like this. On the rate chart, on the rate you can see over here, you can drag it and drop it and you can adjust the chart. For the positional, we have to check this upward white color arrow. For intraday, we had green color arrow. For position, we have white color arrow. Similarly, for the selling signal, we have yellow color arrow for positional and red color arrow for intraday. When we get this upward arrow, similarly we will get the complete description on the chart. Once we see 43.85 the level at which we have to take buy and 44.83 is the level at which we have to take a exit. But important thing is whether it will reach up to the target in how much time. Usually positional chart will take at least like 5 to 6 hours in intraday, or maybe it will take 1 to 2 days to reach up to the target. To confirm the trade, we have to see two indicators. First is trend line indicator. For the trend line indicator, we have to check the trend in green color while taking buy trade. While taking sell trade, it should be red color. Another indicator is parabolic SR. This is the dotted line. This dotted line is called parabolic SR, which will tell you about the strength of the market. The starting point of parabolic SR is this arrow, a very small tiny arrow. For the selling signal, it should be red color, and for buying signal, it should be green color. In the positional chart, you will find out two lines, which is resistance and the support line. Green color line over here, if we see, it's a resistance line for that particular day. If it is red color, it's a support line. If the support is crossing, then that means it's a heavy selling coming. If it is crossing a resistance level, that means heavy buying is coming. So positionally it has crossed the resistance level yesterday itself, and then it has given a very big move. Similarly, we have to follow the resistance and support. Now, how to open the scanner? There is a new scanner window on the top. If we click on that, you will get this screen. Once we get scanner 1, on that we have to click settings option is there. Beside that, there is a tiny arrow is there in black color. We have to click on that, and then we have to click on auto scanner button. Once we click on auto scanner, there is an explore button beside scan. So once we click on explore button, automatically on the left hand side window, we will start getting the alerts of the stocks whichever having a good movement at that particular time. So whichever stocks are having good movement, we will just open those stocks one by one. So on the top, whichever stocks are coming, we can go ahead with those stocks. For instance, I have just randomly taken an example of Jindal Steel. Jindal Steel at the market ending time gave us a buying signal so we get the alert of the same. So accordingly, we will get the alerts time to time. Every after 5 minutes, once you open the auto scanner, you will get the alert every after 5 minutes automatically. We don't have to go again on the scanner and click on the explore button. About the option strategy. Now we know that we can select the options from here by just typing 35,600 only about the strike price. So let's take an example of call option. Here the chart of call option is open, but the targets over here, if we see, those are small target because we have opened intraday XO sheet. So for options, we have to always open RLT option sheet, which comes with only option segment. So the chart changes and target changes. So these are all option target. So always remember, RLT option for options we have to select. Another is trender. Let's talk about the trender indicator. Trender indicator will tell you about exact reverse of the market. From what point exactly market is taking reverse, it will tell you. If we see red color dot on the top, so we should exit the trade right there, whatever buying position we have taken. If we have taken any selling position and we see that green color arrow, a green color dot has come, so we should book the profit over there, right there. We should not hold for the trade. Let's compare to the intraday chart. In intraday XO, let's take an example of Kotak Bank. In intraday XO, if we see, the target for the Kotak Bank was 1788. If market is reversing from this level, trender will quickly tell you about the same. So we just need to open the trender. But trender is clearly showing you it's a green color dot, so we can keep on holding for the third target. And even after the third target reaching, if we want to hold the position further, we can hold the position until and unless there you see the red color dot. Similarly, for the short selling position, we have to see downside green color dot. If the dots have come and the line direction changes to downwards, we should right there we should exit the position. We have to follow the line along with it. Second is zone light. Zone light indicator will tell you about the zones of the market. If we are taking any position, before taking the trade, we have to select the zone light and check that whether the zone of the market is bullish zone or a bearish zone. Zero level is there. Above zero level, if we see these vertical lines, that means it's a buying zone of the market. If it is below the zero level, it's a selling zone of the market. So we are very clear in the trade that we are going with the right trade or a wrong trade. So trender is for exiting the position, zone light is before taking the position. So this is it. This is what the software is all about. If anything missing, you can contact our executive for any help if you need it. Thank you.